All right, so welcome to today's topic, which is how to mock interview and feel prepared. We have a lot of our teen interns and teens in general need to learn tips and ways to feel confident and once again prepared when you're applying for jobs and you're interviewing. So that's what today's topic is really all about.
All right. So, what you should have with you during an interview, you want to make sure you have your resume and cover letter in hand to see what your interviewer is looking at. Also, you want to make sure that you have a notebook and pen so you can take down any questions or information you'll need later because you're going to learn a lot about yourself and some really good tips of how you respond to questions during an interview. So just get ready and listen on to the next few slides.
You can get someone to help you out with practice questions, even if it doesn't have to do with mock interviews. It will help you answer the questions more calmly. Also, practicing the questions in front of a mirror will always help you with the facial expressions that you make, and recording yourself actually helps too. The more you are prepared and the more you practice, it's less likely that you will mess up and feel nervous. All right. So when introducing yourself, on the right hand side, you'll see some images. A is the way to go. B is something you should not be dressed up in a costume or just your pajamas. So make your first dress to impress, which is making a good impression. You can wear a button-down shirt, male or female, with a tie, nice blouse, or even a nice sweater. Just keep in mind that your bottom half will not be on camera. All right. Since you cannot shake hands virtually, by saying hello or introducing yourself is the way to go. But just remember, if you don't want to, you can wait until your interviewer introduces themselves first.
All right, and so a lot of our teens now are probably going to be doing a combo of in person, or in this case for us here at the clubhouse this summer is virtual. But nonetheless, you should always be dressed up, right? We're talking about being prepared in terms of how you dress, but also in terms of your impression. So as you can see in this picture from our TL clubhouse, this is uh, in the teen center space where we had our volunteers and our teens coming dressed both to impress and also just share skills. If you notice and you take a look at the pictures, a lot of our teens and our guests are smiling, looking at the camera, right? So good eye contact and having a really good positive energy about them. And so this is something that you should all have whenever you're interviewing virtually or in person. Present yourself with confidence and positive energy, and it all probably begins with a smile.
All right, which will lead into our space etiquette. Um, Keep in mind to check your mics beforehand and also your camera so that it limits the glitches and lags on your computer. Also, try restarting before you have a mock interview. All right, and when you're in the interview room, find a quiet space or focus space that you have at home. I know it might be hard nowadays because you do have to share a space with your family, but we do accommodate under stressful conditions, so we'll try our best if you try your best. All right, how to answer questions in a calmly manner. First, you should watch your likes, yeah, and your nose because those can come off too casual and they might not take you seriously. And also, asking clarifying questions is always okay because you might not understand what they're asking you. All right, and remember, asking questions throughout the interview shows that you're actually interested and paying attention. When asked a question, you can take time to reply. Don't just rush into it, it's not a race.
All right, so how to leave a good impression. Remember, this is all about a conversation about skills and experiences that you bring, right, to this organization or business that you want to be an employee of and get hired. So you've done that through your resume. You're almost done. And so as you're getting towards the end of your interview, you always want to ask a few questions yourself about that organization or business, because you're also interviewing them to make sure they're a good fit for you. And then you also want to make sure that you leave some time for them to ask you questions, because they want to learn a little bit more than just your resume. They want to learn about your personality and your interpersonal interactions of how you hold a conversation. Maybe they'll learn something new and connect with you on maybe a favorite food, favorite TV show, or maybe some challenges that you have and you want to improve on. They'll be ready to provide some examples. And so make sure you're always leaving with those kind of questions, but also just presenting yourself in a way where, once again, you're leaving with some positive energy and a smile that they remember you, that they may afterwards want to call you back for a second interview, or maybe even to hire you on the spot. So, keep it positive and keep it moving.
All right, good impressions. Well, at this point, you got this, kid. Now you should feel more than prepared for your mock interviews. And if you still feel nervous, then here is a picture to remind you that this is just practice and everything will be okay. You will have more chances to do more mock interviews. This is just to see where you're at and where you can not only improve on, but expand on your vocabulary. All right, and that's it for our mock interview slides preparation. I hope you guys enjoy and learn from this.